Hi, my name is Deborah Wilcox. I'm a Senior Research Analyst with Infotech Research Group. Today we're going to be talking about how IT can determine if they are meeting the expectations of the business and what to do about it when gaps exist. Our research shows that 35% of IT departments and leaders fail to meet business expectations for performance. Failure to meet those expectations results in the view of IT as an underperforming cost center that makes no valuable contribution to the organization's goals. In order to achieve and maintain a strong influence in the organization, IT must recognize and achieve management expectations. Often, IT makes wrong assumptions about what those are and how they are actually performing against the expectations. As a result, they waste time and money fixing low-priority problems while ignoring the big ones that upset management. A more accurate assessment of what management needs fixed is an essential first step to improving how IT is perceived by management. Closing the performance gaps between management expectation and their perception of IT performance is essential for IT to be a key player in achieving the organization's goals. Infotech Research Group takes a four-pillar approach to the key elements of IT that enable organizational effectiveness. Focusing on these four elements allows IT leaders to discover management's expectations, evaluate IT's performance, and identify and prioritize the performance gaps that affect IT's contribution to organizational effectiveness. Financial management is IT's ability to responsibly manage the fiscal aspects of the department. For example, IT's ability to accurately forecast increased IT operating costs when new business initiatives are implemented. Service delivery is IT's ability to meet service targets and development needs of internal business units. For example, IT's ability to provide reliable access to business systems or to prepare an implementation plan for new business initiatives. Corporate strategy is IT's active participation in the design and execution of corporate strategy. For example, IT's ability to respond to business needs with innovative solutions that will increase competitive advantage. Personal effectiveness is the ability of the IT leader to effectively lead their team while meeting the needs of the business. For example, the ability to build a relationship between members of the IT team and project owners in various business units when business initiatives are being developed or executed. In financial management, management expects IT to accurately forecast costs, operate the IT department within budget, achieve promised ROI and business value, and provide transparency in service and reporting cost calculations. Failure to deliver on these expectations results in loss of management trust in IT and refusal of discretionary funding for IT initiatives. The business will also create a shadow IT, either directly or through outsourcing, as they attempt to create a structure so they can forecast and understand the costs of IT services themselves. Track and report service usage by department. Estimate resource needs based on business projected needs and growth, and the IT investment required to support that. Use budget forecasts and estimates from previous years to forecast upcoming expenditures. Work with the business in budget planning to adjust for changes in business strategy or company direction. When making capital investments, budget for the ongoing operational costs after implementation. Service delivery gaps arise when IT is unable to meet service targets or when they overpromise or underpromise or do not accurately gather business requirements. The expectations of senior management in the area of service delivery are that IT will meet promised service targets and that services and projects will deliver the requested capability or functionality agreed to by IT and the business. Management also expects that IT will not overstate or understate the amount of effort required or capability needed in order to secure business agreements or approvals. The impact of not meeting these expectations is that the business develops a lack of confidence that IT can meet the needs of the business, or that IT is viewed as dishonest for not being truthful with the business. The impact to the business is that productivity decreases, innovation suffers, which both have impact on the company's bottom line. Set service target expectations with the business. Agree on penalties for missing those targets. Calculate a reasonable variance to those targets. However, do not intentionally overstate efforts in the attempt to create a cushion. Use a relationship manager or someone playing the role to determine business needs and requirements for IT services. Apply the experience learned from reviewing issues and mitigation from past projects to assist in setting project timelines and resource estimates. implement service catalogs, and communicate those to business management to ensure an understanding of the services that IT offers. Gaps in IT's contribution to corporate strategy are centered around IT's participation in strategic planning, their understanding of broad business strategy, and seeing business initiatives from the business perspective, not just an IT perspective. The business expects that IT will participate actively as an equal partner in strategic planning, that IT has an understanding of the organization's broad business strategy, and that IT takes a business-centric view when providing solutions. There is one important note here. Don't try to influence corporate strategy until IT is reliably delivering projects and services. A proven track record in these areas will build confidence in IT's ability to operate at a strategic level. The impact of not adequately contributing to corporate strategy is an IT strategy that does not support business objectives, costs more in rework, missed opportunities, and redundancy. Take an active role in strategic planning. Don't wait to see how the business wants to use technology. Research technology trends and industry developments and present these trends as potential solutions to business problems. Engage senior business management to jointly identify recommendations for ways that technology can help them to advance their business strategy. Presenting these as joint business IT projects ensures that the business is bought in from the outset. An IT leader who is personally effective will also generally be managing well in the categories just described. Gaps in IT leader personal effectiveness will center around senior management's expectations that the IT leader can speak to the business in their terms, demonstrates good leadership skills, has excellent communication and time management techniques, and is well versed in the issues faced by the business. The impact of failing to demonstrate these competencies means low morale and frequent turnover in the IT department. In addition, the business does not consider the IT leader to be a trusted advisor to develop and support business initiatives, and will look for a leader who can. Build relationships with business leaders by meeting them to discuss their long-term plans and needs. Open discussions with business managers to discover their value statements. Are they most interested in productivity gains, cost savings, revenue generation, or operational efficiency? Work with them to establish the business value of each IT investment. Ensure that staff performance reviews are conducted at least once a year, and that areas for improvement are identified and communicated as they occur. Provide career coaching and development opportunities to staff. Read our research on IT satisfaction to gain an accurate understanding of how IT's performance is perceived by the business based on direct feedback from senior management. The tools provided will help you to identify the gaps in actual performance and management's expectations, prioritizing those areas that are most critical to the business. You can then follow our recommendations and focus your resources on improvements that really matter to organizational management, and be rewarded with greater influence in the organization. You'll increase IT's contribution to organizational effectiveness by closing gaps in the key areas of financial management, contribution to strategy, service delivery, and IT leader personal effectiveness that are impeding IT's ability to meet management's expectations.